We find ourselves in a world that can change in an instant. One minute you're enjoying the comforts of home, the next you're facing an unexpected challenge, a natural disaster, a power outage, or even the consequences of a global pandemic. In these moments, the line between order and chaos can be thin, and the ability to adapt becomes paramount. That's where preparedness comes in. It's about taking control of your destiny, ensuring you and your loved ones can weather any storm. Now, at the heart of any good survival plan is a stash of long-lasting food. This isn't about luxury, it's about sustenance, about having the calories and nutrients to keep going when the going gets tough. We're talking about the kind of food that can sit tight in your pantry for months, even years, without losing its nutritional punch. Choosing these long-haul rations isn't just practical, it's strategic. It means less time worrying about spoilage and more time focusing on what matters. Securing shelter, finding water, and keeping your wits about you. Remember, a well-fed survivor is a strong survivor. So whether you're a seasoned prepper or just starting to build your emergency kit, this guide is your roadmap to stocking up on the top 5 foods that can withstand the test of time. We'll delve into their shelf life, their nutritional value, and how to store them. Let's get started. Out here in the unforgiving wilderness, I've learned that simplicity is key. You need reliable gear, essential skills, and of course a source of energy that won't let you down. When it comes to long-term food storage, white rice stands tall as a true champion. This humble grain, a staple in cultures across the globe, has an incredible ability to withstand the test of time. When stored properly, in airtight containers, away from moisture and pests, white rice can last for decades. Imagine that, a food source that remains viable for generations. Now you might be thinking, but Chris, isn't white rice just empty calories? Well, think again. While it's true that white rice lacks the fiber of its brown counterpart, it's packed with carbohydrates, the body's primary fuel source. In a survival situation when every calorie counts, this energy boost can be the difference between pushing forward and succumbing to exhaustion. Plus, white rice is incredibly versatile. You can boil it, fry it, even grind it into flour for baking. It's a blank canvas for sustenance. Out here in the wild, I'm constantly reminded that survival isn't just about staying alive, it's about thriving. It's about maintaining your strength, your energy, and your mental focus, even in the face of adversity. And that's where dried beans come in. These nutritional powerhouses are packed with protein, fiber, and essential vitamins and minerals, making them an indispensable part of any survivalist pantry. We're talking black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, a whole rainbow of legumes just waiting to fuel your adventures. Think of dried beans as nature's survival capsules, just waiting to be unlocked. They're lightweight, compact, and incredibly shelf-stable, able to withstand the test of time with minimal fuss. And let's not forget their incredible versatility. From hearty soups and stews to protein-packed salads and dips, the culinary possibilities are endless. We've talked about carbs, we've talked about protein, but surviving isn't just about keeping your energy levels up, it's about staying healthy. And that's where this little gem comes in. Salt. Don't underestimate it. Salt is absolutely essential. Out here, we sweat, we lose vital minerals, and salt helps replenish them. It's not just about taste, though a sprinkle of salt can make even the blandest grub a bit more palatable. Trust me, after days of foraging, you'll appreciate that. The beauty of salt? It's practically indestructible. Store it right, keep it dry and away from contaminants, and it'll last you longer than a water buffalo in a rainstorm. We're talking years, decades, potentially even longer. Now, I'm not talking about that fancy pink Himalayan stuff, though it works too. Simple table salt, sea salt, whatever you can get your hands on. Just make sure it's pure, no anti-caking agents or other additives. We're going for survival here, not a gourmet meal. Right, we've covered the essentials: rice, beans, salt. These staples are the backbone of any long-term food storage plan. They provide the necessary nutrients and calories to keep you going when times are tough. But let's face it, Living on just rice, beans, and salt can get pretty monotonous. That's why it's important to think beyond the basics. But what about a morale booster? Something that can lift your spirits and give you a sense of normalcy, even in the most challenging situations. It's not just about survival. It's about maintaining your mental well-being too. Something to give you that extra energy kick when the going gets tough. Imagine you're out in the wilderness, miles away from civilization, and you need that quick burst of energy to keep moving forward. Or perhaps you're working on a strenuous task at home and need a little pick-me-up to stay focused and motivated. That's where sugar comes in. This simple yet powerful ingredient can be a game changer in your survival kit. Now, we're not talking about fancy syrups or chocolate bars here. Those might be nice treats, but they come with their own set of issues like limited shelf life and added preservatives. We're talking pure granulated white sugar, the kind that you can store easily and use in a variety of ways. The stuff that, believe it or not, can last you a lifetime. When stored properly, sugar doesn't spoil. It doesn't go rancid or lose its potency. It's a reliable source of energy that you can count on. You see, sugar is a natural preservative. This means it can help extend the shelf life of other foods as well. It draws water out of anything it comes into contact with, effectively dehydrating it. This process inhibits the growth of bacteria and mold, which thrive in moist environments, making it a hostile environment for bacteria and mold to grow. This is why sugar has been used for centuries to preserve fruits, jams, and other perishables. Store it right airtight container, cool, dry place, and this stuff will outlast us all. It's one of the few food items that, if kept free from moisture and contaminants, can remain usable indefinitely. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sugar. In a world where we're constantly warned about the dangers of sugar, it might seem counterintuitive to stockpile it. Isn't that bad for you? And you'd be right, in excess sugar isn't your best friend. Overconsumption can lead to a host of health issues, from obesity to diabetes. And you'd be right, in excess sugar isn't your best friend, but in a survival situation, the rules change. The focus shifts from long-term health to immediate survival. But in a survival situation, calories are king. Your body needs fuel to keep going, and sugar provides a quick, efficient source of energy. And sugar is a quick, efficient energy source. It's easily digestible and can provide that much needed boost when you're running low on energy. Think of it as fuel for your body's engine. Just like a car needs gasoline to run, your body needs calories to function. Whether you're trekking for miles, building a shelter, or performing any other physically demanding task, sugar can provide the quick energy you need to keep going. Or just need that mental boost to keep going. A spoonful of sugar can make all the difference. It can help you stay alert and focused, which is crucial in survival situations. A spoonful of sugar can make all the difference. It's a small thing, but it can have a big impact on your ability to keep going. Just remember, moderation is key. You don't want to rely solely on sugar for your energy needs. It's a supplement, not a substitute for a balanced diet. We're not talking about a sugar rush here where you consume large amounts and then crash. We're talking about small, controlled amounts that provide steady energy. We're talking about sustainable energy for survival, the kind that helps you maintain your stamina and focus over the long haul. Sugar isn't just about raw energy, though. It has other uses that can be incredibly valuable in a survival situation. It can also be used to sweeten drinks, make simple syrups, and even preserve fruits. These might seem like small luxuries, but they can make a big difference in your overall morale and well-being. Imagine this. You've managed to forage some wild berries. They're a welcome treat, but they won't last long. Fresh fruits are perishable and can spoil quickly. That's where sugar comes in. By mixing the berries with sugar, you can create a preserve that extends their shelf life. It's a great way to stretch your food supplies and add some much-needed variety to your diet. In a survival situation, having different flavors and textures can make a big difference in your overall morale. Remember, in a survival situation, every little bit helps. Sugar might not be the first thing you think of when preparing for the worst, but it can be an invaluable part of your survival strategy. So next time you're stocking up on essentials, don't forget to add a bag of sugar to your list. It might just be the sweetener that never expires. We've talked about foods that last years, even decades. From canned goods to dried grains, these staples have been essential for long-term storage and survival. But now, let's talk about something truly remarkable: honey. Honey is not just any food. It's a marvel of nature, a food source so resilient it can literally last millennia. Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, perfectly edible after thousands of years. Imagine that, a food that has withstood the test of time, surviving through the rise and fall of civilizations. That's the power of nature's own preservative. But what is it about honey that makes it so special? Why does it have this almost magical ability to last so long? Well, it's a combination of factors. Honey has a low water content, a high sugar concentration, and natural enzymes that inhibit bacterial growth. These elements work together to create an environment where bacteria and other microorganisms simply cannot thrive. This unique composition makes honey an incredibly stable food. Its low moisture content means there's little water for bacteria to grow, while its high sugar concentration creates an environment that's inhospitable to most microorganisms. Additionally, honey contains natural enzymes like glucose oxidase, which produce small amounts of hydrogen peroxide. This acts as a mild antiseptic, further preventing bacterial growth. It's nature's perfect storm against spoilage. But honey isn't just about longevity, it's also a nutritional powerhouse. Packed with antioxidants, vitamins and minerals, it's a natural energy booster and immune system supporter. A spoonful of honey can provide a much-needed energy boost. It's also great for soothing sore throats and coughs, thanks to its antibacterial properties. In a survival situation, injuries are always a risk. And while honey isn't a substitute for proper medical attention, it can be used topically to help heal minor wounds and burns. Its viscous texture creates a protective barrier over the affected area, while its natural antibacterial properties help prevent infection. This makes honey a valuable ally in any survival situation. Of course, finding honey in the wild requires some skill and caution. Bees are essential to our ecosystem, but they can also be dangerous if provoked. If you do come across a beehive, observe from a distance and never attempt to harvest honey without the proper knowledge and protective gear. However, if you're able to safely obtain honey, storing it is simple. Just keep it in an airtight container in a cool, dark place, and it may last you a lifetime. Honey is nature's liquid gold, a testament to the power of natural preservation, and a valuable ally in any survival situation. So there you have it, our top 5 foods for survivalists: white rice. White rice is a versatile and long-lasting staple that can be used in a variety of dishes. It's easy to store and has a long shelf life, making it an excellent choice for any long-term food supply. Whether you're making a simple rice and beans dish or using it as a base for more complex meals, white rice is a must-have in your pantry. Dried beans, salt and sugar. Dried beans are another essential item. They are packed with protein and can be stored for years if kept in a cool, dry place. Beans are incredibly versatile and can be used in soups, stews and salads. Salt and sugar, on the other hand, are not just for seasoning. Salt can be used for preserving meats and other foods, while sugar can be used in baking and preserving fruits. Both are essential for a well-rounded food supply. And honey. These are the staples, the building blocks of a resilient food supply. Honey is not only a natural sweetener, but also has medicinal properties. It seldom spoils and can be used in a variety of ways, from sweetening your tea to treating minor wounds. But remember, preparedness is not about hoarding. It's about taking responsible steps to ensure your security and well-being, no matter what life throws your way. Start small, build gradually, and focus on quality over quantity. Choose foods you'll actually eat. It's important to stock up on items that you and your family enjoy eating. This not only ensures that your food supply will be used, but also provides comfort during stressful times. A well-organized pantry can make a big difference in your preparedness efforts. Label your items and keep an inventory to know what you have and what you need to replenish. Rotating your supplies ensures that nothing goes to waste and that you always have fresh food on hand. And remember, knowledge is just as important as supplies. Learn about different preservation techniques and experiment with recipes. Try canning, dehydrating, and fermenting to extend the shelf life of your food. These skills can be invaluable in a long-term survival situation, and practice your off-grid cooking skills. Cooking without modern conveniences can be challenging, but it's a crucial skill to have. Practice cooking over an open fire or using a solar oven. These methods can be lifesavers if you find yourself without electricity or gas. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in your ability to prepare meals in any situation. In a world that often feels uncertain, there's a certain empowerment that comes with self-reliance. Knowing you can provide for yourself and your loved ones, even in challenging times, brings a sense of peace and security. Building a long-term food supply is a tangible step towards that self-reliance. It's about taking control of your destiny, one jar of rice, one bag of beans, one bottle of honey at a time. And who knows, the skills you learn and the resilience you build might just inspire others to do the same. So what are your go-to survival foods? What tips and tricks have you learned along the way? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's learn from each other. And don't forget to check out the links in the description for product recommendations and resources on home freeze drying, a game changer for long-term food preservation. Remember, preparedness is an ongoing journey. By taking small steps today, you can make a big difference in your future. Each step you take today builds a stronger foundation for tomorrow, so keep learning, keep preparing, and keep sharing your knowledge. Together, we can build a more resilient future for everyone.